County Commissioner Nara?
Here.
County Commissioner Tamara?
Here.
County Commissioner Director Rios?
Here. We have recognitions.
Yes, recognizing Pulaski Day and the honorees, recognizing the Brunswick Domestic Violence Awareness Coalition for 20 years of service to Middlesex County, and recognizing Pastor Christine Bridge on her retirement.
Is there a motion to adopt them? Motion to adopt.
Second.
Roll call.
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County Commissioner
Yes.
Kenny? County Commissioner
Yes.
Coppell? County Commissioner McCollum?
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes. We have correspondence.
Each commissioner is provided with a list of correspondence received by the clerk's office since our last meeting. This correspondence will be kept on file in the office of the clerk's board of reference.
Is there a motion to accept the correspondence? So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Minutes for approval.
Minutes of September 20th, 2022, regular meeting at 7 o'clock p.m.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes? So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny?
Present not voting.
County Commissioner Coppell? County Commissioner McCollum?
Present not voting.
County Commissioner Nara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara? County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes. We have reports of commissioners. Commissioner Clarabelle, Escobar Barber.
Thank you, Director Rios. The Office of Aging and Disabled Services will hosting a Disability Connections event on Friday, October 14th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Middlesex College West Hall. This event is for any person with disability and/or caregiver of a person with disability looking for support services to gain helpful information and resources from local agencies and businesses. To register for this event, please call the Office of Aging or visit the county website. Help Replenish provide a complete Thanksgiving meal to our neighbors in need. Replenish will be happy to work with any school, business, or group that would like to host a food drive in advance of the holidays. We can provide food containers and pick up donations when your drive is complete. Replenish is also accepting turkey and chicken roasters donations. For more information or donating or conducting a food drive, please visit the county webpage. And that concludes my report, Director Rios.
Thank you. Commissioner Charlie Kenny.
Thank you, Director Rios. Public Works and Engineering will be concluding their road resurfacing programs by about the middle of November, third week of November. They've used approximately 97,000 tons of asphalt on various roads throughout the county. We've also done shared services with various municipalities and towns for their local roads to help them get those roads done and hopefully a cost savings to them through the shared services. I just want to thank our Public Works Department and all those that were out there this year working on our roads. One, it's not a safe job, so I'm glad that we stress safety out there. It's not an easy job, so I really thank them for the work that they did in getting all of this done. But this summer has not been the best of years in putting down asphalt. So I really want to say thank you to them for the work that they did over this year, getting all of these roads completed. And that's all I have, Director. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Leslie Coppell.
Yes, thank you, Director. Next week, our Finance Department will begin the 2023 budget process with the goal of continuing offering quality programs and services for our residents. The aim is to carry on with the short and long-term sound fiscal policies we have embarked on for the past decade. We will continue to infuse technological advances into our operations to increase productivity, efficiencies, and savings, and to control salaries costs, which ultimately reduce the burden on our taxpayers. We're projecting a $10 million increase in our retained surplus. Maintaining a certain level of surplus funds is required by bond rating firms who have for 22 years in a row awarded the county the AAA or highest bond rating. A AAA rating means that you can borrow money at lower rates to pay for critical infrastructure projects, such as road and bridge repairs, new buildings, and technology enhancements. In 2014, Middlesex County became the first county in the state ever to adopt a debt service policy and a surplus fund policy. both of which have resulted in millions of dollars in savings for taxpayers. As a result of these policies, once again, we are projecting substantial reduction in our debt service payments in the 2023 budget. The budget process will begin with reviews of department requests by the Finance Department, Administration, and the Board of County Commissioners over the next several months. The ultimate goal is adoption in March 2023. By adopting a budget early in 2023, the county ensures a continuation of many vital services. As it has in the past several years, the county plans to be the first or second county to adopt a budget in the state. The board is committed to adopt a budget that guarantees that this county continues to perform at a high fiscal level in order to maximize savings while at the same time maintaining the excellent level of services its taxpayers deserve. That concludes my report. Thank you, Director.
Thank you. Commissioner Chanel Scott-McCall.
Thank you, Director. Good evening, everyone. Middlesex empowers agricultural and aquaculture program. Resolution 22-1305, R, which I'm here about this evening, authorizes the acceptance of a grant award from the U.S. Department of Education for innovative approaches to literacy in the amount of $300,000 for a project titled Middlesex Empowers. This agricultural and aquacultural innovation program will be implemented throughout the county's magnet schools. The program is intended to develop our next generation of farmers and fishermen trained in the latest in agricultural and aquacultural technology by providing our youth with the educational and practical training resources to pursue agricultural and aquacultural careers of the future. It is also designed to inspire the students to be involved in community service and social equity through the program's ancillary goal of addressing food insecurity by donating the food produced by the schools to food banks such as Replenish. I ask that you support this resolution this evening. From the Arts Institute. Join the Arts Institute for First Fridays tomorrow, October 7th from 3 to 5 in Monument Square Park. We will be popping off another First Friday event with giveaways from Popcorn for the People. The public can also pop over to the Seward Johnson outdoor exhibits scattered down George Street, answer trivia questions about the statues, to win gift cards to local restaurants, and enjoy some of our other local small businesses. The Arts Institute is also celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month on Sunday, October 23rd from 1 to 3 p.m. at Thomas Money Peterson Park, located at 40 Washington Street in Perth Amboy. Immersing yourself in a day of traditional dance, music, and art making. Local artist Solani Penna, who I can tell you I have one of her pieces, and she's just amazingly talented, will be sharing her latest creation and invites artists of all ages to join the fun. From the Office of Career Opportunity, join us on Thursday, October 27th at 2:30 p.m. via Zoom for this free workshop, How to Prepare for and Ace a Job Interview. Go to the events page on the county's website to register for this interactive presentation. Founder of the Professional Coach Academy, Sherry Prindle, will help you sharpen your interview skills to make the best impression and land the job, whether your interview is in person, remote, by phone, or by email. I just also want to remind everyone that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I encourage both men and women to do your self-exams, and for women to get your mammogram annual screenings. It's also World Mental Health Day on Monday, October 10th. So please take a moment to check on people in your family and your friends to see how everything's doing. Thank you. That concludes my report, Director.
Thank you. Commissioner Deputy Director Shanti Nara.
Thank you, Director. From our Environmental, Solid Waste, and Recycling divisions. This Saturday, October 8th, the divisions will hold a paper shred event, this time in Milltown. The event will be at the American Legion's Post 25 parking lot, which is located at 4 JFK Drive in Milltown. All paper shred events are held between the hours of 9 a.m. or noon or until the truck is full. Residents may bring free of charge all paper items for safe shredding and recycling, thus protecting your private information. We ask you that you please make sure not to include metals or the like in your paper items because that can disable the shredding devices. For additional information on these programs, kindly visit the county's website or call our divisions at 732-745-4170. And from the Office of the Fire Marshal, October is recognized as Fire Prevention Month. The National Fire Protection Association has announced Fire Won't Wait, Plan Your Escape as this year's theme. Its purpose is to raise fire safety awareness and help ensure that your home and family are protected. Now is the perfect time to educate and talk with your whole family about fire safety. Families should test smoke, carbon monoxide alarms, change batteries, consider upgrading to a 10-year sealed battery alarm, know how to use a fire extinguisher, and plan their escape route. And in keeping for Fire Prevention Month, did you know 3 of every 5 home fire deaths resulted from fires with no working fire or smoke alarm? Less than 50% of homeowners have an escape plan. Carbon monoxide is the #1 cause of accidental poisoning in the U.S. 60% of consumers do not test their smoke and CO alarms monthly. Only 47% of people report having CO alarms in their home. And unattended cooking is the #1 cause of home fires. In a fire, mere seconds can mean the difference between a safe escape and a tragedy. Fire safety education isn't just for school children. Teenagers, adults, and the elderly are also at risk in fires, making it important for every member of the community to take some time every October to make sure they sit down with their families and understand how to stay safe in case of a fire. If you need assistance or have questions, please visit the Middlesex County website at www.middlesexcountyNJ.gov/government/departments/ this is going to go on, department dash of dash public safety with a dash between and health /bureau dash of dash the dash fire dash marshal. Or just go to our website, look at the fire marshal's site and find your way through. I think most people are very familiar now with going through websites. Or the other simple way is you can contact your local Bureau of Fire Prevention office, local fire department, or the Middlesex County Bureau of the Fire Marshal at 732-316-7171. And while that last bit was a little bit funny, it's very serious. Last year we had a number of fires around the county and we lost residents and it was terrible. We really want this year to be a safer year, especially as we go into the holidays and people start putting decorations and everything up. So please, everyone, take the time. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Commissioner Charlie Timmer.
Thank you, Director. Summer might be over, but there's still so much more to do in Middlesex County Park System this fall. This past September, Middlesex County participated in nationwide Bio Blitz. During this time, members of the public went into our parks and open spaces and recorded their observations of different plants and wildlife. In total, 155 different species of plants and animals were identified and recorded throughout our park system, showing our incredible diversity. Complete results can be found on our website by typing BioBlitz in the search line. Thank you for all those who participated. Don't miss Plays in the Park, well-loved annual fall children's show, which is running weekends now through October 16th. Bring your family to see Pink-alicious, the tale based on a popular children's book. Tickets are on sale now and going fast, so don't miss out. There are 2 shows each day, 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Adult tickets are $3 and children under 12 are $2. More information can be found on our website under Plays in the Park. And our next volunteer event, our Fall Beach Week. Join us at our next fall volunteer event at Raritan Bay Waterfront Park in South Amboy, Sarah. Our Fall Beach Week with Clean Ocean Action is being held on Saturday, October 22nd from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Help us keep the Raritan Bay shoreline beautiful during the statewide event. Come out and help make this year's Beach Week another productive event. Visit our Clean Ocean Action website for registration. That concludes my report.
Thank you. I'd just like to mention something. Today I was in New Brunswick with Congressman Frank Malone, and we were with Protect Our Care and the New Jersey Citizen Action. And this was to celebrate the Inflation Reduction Act, the provisions that are in there where it's lower costs, medical costs for Medicare patients and drug reductions. and it puts a cap on seniors to pay $2,000 a year, and the amount that they pay for insulin at $35 per month. So this is something that there's bringing awareness throughout the country, and it's the Protect Our Care organization. Okay. Mr. Kelso, any resolutions to be added?
There are none.
Any resolutions to be amended?
There are none.
Resolutions to be held?
There are none.
Any to be voted?
There are none.
At this time, I open up the meeting to the public to discuss anything on the agenda, any of the resolutions listed on the agenda. Please state your name and address, and you have 5 minutes.
Good evening, Charlie Cradaville from New Brunswick. Only got one resolution to ask about today. 22-1336R at the bottom of page 7. It's amendment to a contract so that Longo Electrical and Mechanical can get more money. Am I correct about that? And if so, what prompted this?
Dan?
That's actually an amendment for some repairs that actually the secondary vendors will be doing for us.
The secondary vendor. Good, good. Because I will remind commissioners that Longo Electrical and Mechanical is the company of Joseph Michael Longo, who pleaded guilty to 4 counts of tampering with public records for ripping off his workers and misleading the MCUA. And I don't recall June 16, 2022, when or why you gave him a contract, but as somebody who supports working people and concerned about people who would tamper with records and commit crimes to shortchange workers, I don't think they should be a primary vendor or a secondary vendor on the contract. Can you tell me how much they've gotten from the contract so far?
Offhand, we don't know, but we can get that information to you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I look forward to that. That's all on the resolutions.
And you can make sure you'll take care of it. Thank you. Anyone else from the public? Move to close the public vote.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Is there any commissioner that needs to abstain from voting?
Director Ryder.
Which one?
22-13-10.
Okay, Mr. Kelso? Anyone else?
I have 1340. That's it.
And
And I have 2, Director, 22-1328 and 22-1363.
What was the first one?
22-1328.
Okay. Mr. Kelso?
Yes, Director, a motion would then be in order to adopt the consent agenda consisting of resolution numbers 22-1299 to resolution 22-1388, excluding resolutions 22-1341, 22-1310, and 22-1328, 22-1363 to be voted on consent.
Is there a motion?
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County Commissioner
Yes.
Kenny? County Commissioner Hopper?
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum?
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara? County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes.
Now, Director, it would be appropriate to consider the resolution excluded by Commissioner Kenny. That's resolution 22-1310.
Is there a motion?
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny? County Commissioner Coppell?
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum?
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes.
Now, Director, it would be appropriate to consider the resolution excluded by Commissioner Tamaro. That's resolution 22-1341.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County
Yes.
Commissioner Kenny? County Commissioner Coppell?
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum?
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara?
President not voting?
County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes.
Now, finally, Director, it would be appropriate to consider the 2 resolutions excluded by Commissioner McCollum. Those are 22-1328 and 22-1363.
A motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County
Yes.
Commissioner Kenny? County Commissioner Coppell?
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum,
Present, not voting.
County Commissioner Nara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios.
Yes. This time I open up the meeting to the public. Please state your name and address, and you have 5 minutes.
Good evening once again, Commissioners. Charlie Cradaville, as you know, now speaking in my capacity as the Central Jersey Organizer for Food and Water Watch. I wanted to bring to your attention some news out of Sayreville. Sayreville Council has backed a resolution opposing the fracked gas power plant proposed for Woodbridge Township. I know I've spoken a couple of times here at this microphone about it. I'll just read to you the press release we issued on September the 13th. Sayreville Borough Council voted in favor of a resolution opposing a plan to build a second gas-fired power plant in Woodbridge. Sayreville became the 6th municipality to call on the Murphy administration to reject the proposal by Competitive Power Ventures to build a new gas-fired power plant in Woodbridge. Similar resolutions have passed in Edison, Highland Park, Hoboken, Perth Amboy, and Franklin. Well, we support environmental cleanliness and the safety of our residents, said Mayor Victoria Kilpatrick, who enthusiastically supported the measure, which enjoyed bipartisan support. Quote, I think it's way beyond time for any plants considered to be clean, renewable energy, said Alexandria Harris, a member of the Sayreville Environmental Commission. Quote, this proposed plant would negatively impact the health and well-being of young children. And quote, there are 4 fossil fuel plants here, and we don't need another one that will not benefit the residents of Sayreville, said Arthur DeSarno, a Sayreville resident and Food and Water Watch volunteer. CPV has proposed building a new 630 megawatt gas power plant in the Casey section of Woodbridge, a community already overburdened with pollution. If approved, this new facility, which would be adjacent to an existing CPV plant, could emit nearly 2.3 million tons of greenhouse gases each year, along with hundreds of tons of toxic air pollutants, including carbon monoxide, ammonia, sulfur dioxide, volatile organic compounds, sulfuric acid, and lead. The proposed plant has become the focus of sustained community opposition, most notably as part of a climate march across the state last month, urging Governor Murphy to reject permits for new fossil fuel infrastructure projects. One of the community events along the march route saw more than 75 people come out to oppose the plant at a rally outside Woodbridge Town Hall on August 17th. I was proud to be a part of some of those actions. And, I know I've had some dialogue with Deputy Director Nara about this. I feel like I've given you some good reasons to oppose this, and I wanted to ask if you have any reasons to support it or any reason not to oppose it, because it's certainly an issue that many towns here have chosen to take a stand against it. I know the commissioners care about the climate. I know you've spoken about it. You believe that climate change is a threat, and I presume that means you want to mitigate that threat, not make it worse. Building more fossil fuel infrastructure in our county in 2022 in an area that's already overburdened is going to make things worse for the climate. We've already lost lives due to storms, and we had a wildfire this summer. We've had drought conditions, and we don't want it to get any worse. And of course, we also don't want to be finding it harder to breathe. There's a lot of people that already have respiratory problems and will, have a harder time surviving here if this gets built. So I wanted to ask if you could enlighten us as to your position on this, and would respectfully ask that you join those towns in passing a resolution opposing it.
I'm not sure, I don't think as a board that we should adopt a resolution opposing it or in favor of it at this time. If an individual wants to take a position on it and write letters in support or against an issue, they're more than welcome to do that. So at this time, I have no reason to propose a resolution one way or the other.
Do any of your colleagues have a position one way or the other? I think this is a pretty significant issue worth weighing in on.
That's up to them if they have a position that they want to, if they have a position that they want to take, they're more than welcome to take an individual position if they'd like. That's up to them.
I'd love to hear if anybody has an opinion on this really significant project for the county. Does anybody else share my concerns?
there's different towns that want to take a position on things that they feel that are beneficial to their town. And, some towns may be opposed to it and some may be in favor of it. So it's home rule that I'm a big proponent of home rule, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, this is a state decision on the air permit. We're asking you to weigh in
Well,
on it.
they have to meet state guidelines.
Yeah, well, they get the final decision.
Thank you.
But we
Time is
ask you
up.
to weigh in respectfully.
Anyone else in the public?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.